Hey everyone, it's Charmaine, aka Joelle, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be walking you through my natural hair wash day routine. But before we get started, don't forget to click that thumbs up and don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. As I'm sure you guys have seen, if you have watched my low porosity or how to test your hair's porosity video, I'm sure you saw that I start off with hot water. So because I have low porosity hair, the hot water helps to open up my cuticles because they're so tightly bound, and so it can make it really hard for water products to get in. So the first step that I always start with is hot water. I usually have to stand under there for about a minute or two and really get my hair drenched before I start to apply my shampoo. Now, in that low porosity video, I'm sure you also noticed that I use my shampoo in like a hair dye bottle, and I do this so that I can make sure that my shampoo is getting to my scalp. I just fill it up with whatever shampoo I'm using at the time. Today I was able to use up my Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus shampoo, and then I'll move on to something else. But I just squirt it in that bottle and then I just go through my hair and apply it directly to my scalp. I was for a little while using this little like handheld like hair massage tool, and honestly you don't need that thing. I'm probably just gonna sell it on Poshmark, so look out for that. I feel like my fingers are just stronger. They do a more thorough job, so I've just been using my fingers now. I no longer use that. I didn't see it as any benefit to my hair routine whatsoever. So I just use my fingers and I scrub my scalp for a couple minutes to help, get the blood circulation going, make sure that that shampoo is really working into my hair and onto my scalp to remove as much buildup as humanly possible. I do use shea butter on my hair almost every day. Today I haven't because I wanted you guys to kind of see what it looks like with just leave-in in it. Yeah, I usually scrub my scalp for about a minute or two, and then I go ahead and I rinse that out with warm water still. I want to make sure my cuticle is staying open that entire time so I can get everything in and out of there. To further clarify my hair, I have been a huge fan of using the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. I actually used the last bit of it today, and I use it every wash day. It helps just kind of get whatever else is left on there that maybe my shampoo didn't get, because I don't think the Shea Moisture shampoo is a clarifying shampoo. Feel free to correct me down below. But this just helps to reassure me that I have gotten all buildup off my hair. Not to mention it has a lot of healing properties, and a lot of people have said that it helps define their curls a lot, and I've noticed it does. It does define my curls a lot. That's the only time my hair is like defined ever, is when it's dripping wet or whenever I use this clay mask. So I just pour. Honestly, it just depends on how much hair you have. I honestly don't measure it at all. I've heard that you can do like 5 or 6 tablespoons of that, and then like 4 or 5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Some people add olive oil, some people add water to it. I just use just the clay and just apple cider vinegar. I don't measure out my portions because I'm usually just going for a certain consistency, and I just kind of like eye it to see how much I need. But you don't want it to be too thick and too pasty, because I've found that it's a lot harder for it to spread through your hair and to massage through your hair. But you also don't want it like super runny either. That way you can actually like have some time to apply it to your hair without it like running and dripping down your face. Especially when you have vinegar in it, you don't want to get this in your eyes or your mouth or anything. Another big thing is that if you are using the Aztec Indian Healing Clay, please put it in a glass bowl and use a wooden spoon, or just basically nothing that's metal, because what happens with that is that metal spoons and metal bowls will end up reacting with the clay and reducing a lot of its healing benefits or its healing properties, and you just won't get all the benefits that you'll need or that it can provide. So once I've shampooed my hair thoroughly, I don't towel dry my hair. It says not to apply to super wet hair, so instead of towel drying my hair, I just kind of shake my head off in the shower, kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a dog, a puppy. I just shake my head dry. I shake my head really hard all over the place. It looks ridiculous, but honestly, it works. So, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I do that so that my hair's, until my hair's no longer dripping wet. And then I apply that. I try to just rake it through my hair as best as possible. I look for any dry patches or any like blank patches in my hair, and I'll go through and apply, and I just rake it through with my fingers as best as I can. And then I just apply a tie, and then I just follow through with tying a plastic bag on my head. You can use a plastic cap. I I'm cheap. I just use whatever plastic bags I have. Reduce, reuse, recycle, save the planet. It says you can leave it on there for like 30 minutes. I know a lot of people will leave it on for like even an hour. I try to leave it on between 30 and 60 minutes, no less than 30, so that I can give it a chance to actually like work its magic. And then after about, 30, 60 minutes, I then go through and I rinse all of that out. I will literally stand on the shower head for like 8 minutes just to really make sure I'm rinsing all of that stuff out. Once I'm done with the clay and the whole clarifying step of my routine, then I move into my deep conditioner. I personally just make my own deep conditioner. It's much cheaper, it's a lot easier, and it's just gonna save you a ton of money. I just use whatever conditioner I have on hand at the time. This time I have the TRESemme Moisture Rich with Vitamin E Luxurious Moisture Conditioner. I just bought it at Fry's. I think it was like $5 and something like that. But I just take that and then I also mix it with some olive oil and some honey. Again, I don't like measure anything out. So usually my deep conditioner like concoction is usually like half conditioner, a quarter olive oil, and a quarter honey. And then I just mix that all up in the same bowl that I use the Aztec Indian clay, and I just wash it out. Again, because I don't want to dirty up like 1,000 dishes doing this, I just reuse the same bowl. I mix that up all really, really good. And then I apply that through my hair. Again, just raking it through my hair. At this point, I start finger detangling my hair as I'm raking it through. That way it's easier when I am detangling with a wide tooth comb later on in my routine, and it's not as like painful. I'm incredibly tender-headed, always have been. You can ask my mom. I can't tell you how many times I've been whacked with a comb while she's been brushing my hair. But then I leave that on. I like to leave it on for, again, no less than 30, but I like to leave it on for, about an hour, especially since, I don't sit under a hooded dryer or anything. I don't have something like that at the moment. Like I've mentioned before, I am looking into like one of those like little microwavable like steam cap thingamabobs, but to also kind of help keep a lot of that heat in. I tie it with a plastic bag and then I wrap my towel around my head to kind of help hold more of that heat. And I honestly love this like little DIY deep conditioner concoction I've come up with. I've been contemplating whether I could use that as like a daily conditioner too, but I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if that's like harmful. I'm super paranoid, in case you guys haven't noticed. I am incredibly paranoid of messing up this hair journey and harming my hair all over again. Like healthy hair is like my #1 goal of this entire thing, because if you saw my big chop video, you could tell just how badly damaged my hair was. It was disastrous, like just. After that, I get back in the shower and I take the plastic bag off, and before I rinse my hair, this is when I start to detangle. Again, please do not try to detangle your hair unless you have a super slippery leave-in or you have a super slippery conditioner on your hair, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to literally tear your hair out from your scalp. You just want to detangle it. One of the tricks that I use that kind of helps with this is I will slide my fingers into my hair, kind of towards my scalp, and I will pinch my hair between my fingers, and then I'll start to detangle from end to root. That way, it kind of helps my hair from being like just completely ripped out of my scalp or ripped from the root. It helps prevent a lot of breakage that way. I usually just finger detangle throughout the week whenever I'm doing like my wash and goes and stuff. I don't detangle with a wide tooth comb every day, just on my wash days. That's when I like really am getting through my hair and getting anything that hasn't been detangled throughout the week with my fingers. I've just preferred a wide tooth comb. I know some people will just strictly use like a hair pick or a Denman brush. I just like using my wide tooth comb. It works perfectly for me. I know some people won't use any combs whatsoever, but my hair is just so kinky. I don't trust my fingers to get everything. I just don't. And then once I'm done with that, I will rinse it out again with warm water, making sure the cuticle is open enough for that conditioner to get in there. And then once I'm done rinsing it out, I rinse it with cold water to shut the cuticles. That's been working out for me. I've been doing it in my wash and goes as well. As just, if I use hot water, then I end with cold water. And it's been like, I don't know, my curls just seem to kind of like pop more. I don't know if it just is because it's actually like helping lock in that water into my hair cuticle or my hair follicle, whatever it's called. But it works. So I'm just gonna keep doing it. But yeah, once I'm done rinsing that, again, I shake my head off. I know a lot of people have said to apply your products to really damp hair, But I've also read that applying it to damp hair also doesn't allow your products to saturate into your hair either. So I don't leave it, you know, dripping wet, and I don't leave it, you know, too dry. Again, I just shake my head off a little bit, and then I will apply my Kinky-Curly leave-in. I love this. It has no proteins in it, which I guess is really harmful for low porosity hair types. It can actually damage your hair if you use too much protein in your hair. That's another reason why I haven't done any protein treatments either. Low porosity hair doesn't have gaps in it like high porosity hair does. There's nothing to fill in because it's just so tightly bound. There's really no point in using a protein treatment. Feel free to sound off about that down below. I'd love to hear more about that. The internet can be such a confusing place one time. It says to do one thing, this says not to do it. I don't know. So, you know, there's that. I don't use like a shite ton because then it just takes so long to just like dissipate or like just like get work into my hair. I don't like my products to have to sit. So I use, you know, a decent amount. I don't know, just like maybe a tablespoon, a little bit less than a tablespoon for my whole head. And I work that in, and then on wash days what I will do, instead of just like raking it through my fingers, then I will take a Denman brush because my hair has been detangled at that point. I don't have to worry about the Denman brush like just yanking my hair out. Then I will go through in like small sections and start brushing that through my hair to make sure it's really worked in through my hair. And then that's pretty much it. My wash day routine is I guess pretty simple compared to what I've seen other YouTubers, natural YouTubers doing with their hair. After that, you know, I'll just take a little bit of olive oil after I get out of the shower and I'll just work that through my hair on top of that. And then here it is a couple hours later and stuff like that, and it seems to be working. On wash days is when I can really tell how much my hair is growing, again, because I'm like combing it out and, you know, really picking it out and elongating it a little further than usual. But yeah, it seems to work for me. I love wash days personally. They're so much easier than when I had relaxed hair because I don't have to spend 4 hours in the bathroom straightening my hair afterwards. But yeah, you know, just quick, simple, and you know, maybe in a couple months I'll update it because I'm sure it's gonna change with more, you know, information that I learn, the more research that I do on my hair. But that's just what I've been doing for now. But yeah, if you guys have any tips for me, please leave them down below. I love reading all the information that you guys are so kind to share with me. It has helped a ton, honestly, because the internet is just like I said, there's like 50,000 forums and 50,000 like websites that all like contradict each other in some way, and so it can get very confusing. But your comments have been such a lifesaver in this hair journey of mine, so please don't feel, you know, please feel free to share as much info as you possibly can. But yeah, also, you know, let's try to get to 10,000 subscribers. I would love to do a giveaway, and I think I'd like to do it once I hit 10,000 subscribers, so please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Also, don't forget to join my natural hair group on Facebook. I'll go ahead and link that down below. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.